Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see y'all. Ah, bed number one in here. Hello, Mama PG. Hello to you, girl. Number one. God bless. She says hello, mods and all. Lavender's number two. Hey, PG. Hand pink waving. Hey to you, girl. Hey to you. Number two. Diana, number three. Hi, PG, mods and chat. Much love. I miss you is on her heart, her avatar. That's beautiful. Purple heart for summer. God bless. I appreciate that. Amen. Number three. Number four is Eve. Eve, how you doing tonight, huh? Hello, PG. Much love, prayers. Much love. Much love to you, girl. Much love to you. All right, let me going down through here. How you doing tonight, Judy, Lady Q, Diana? How you guys doing? Sue, how you doing? Linda, our bucket list has holes. Tammy, how you doing tonight, sweetie? That girl 77, how are you? How's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, Deputy Sheriff? Cats, how you doing? Nana's Angels, how you doing tonight, sweetie? How's everybody doing? There you are, Country Christian. We have 136 in here. Hit that thumbs up. Amen. Amen. Yes, hit that thumbs up. It absolutely helps Summer's channel. You know, this, even if you dislike me, even if you dislike PG, this is not PG's channel. This is Summer's channel. When you hit that thumbs up, you hit it for her, not PG. You got to remember that. Okay, let's get this party started. Our bucket list has holes. Purple hearts, prayers for summer. Amen. Um, absolutely happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. God bless. I think it's Sunday. Sunday's Mother's Day. I'm pretty sure this Sunday's Mother's Day. Um, yep, 14th. Sunday the 14th. This Sunday. Definitely Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all. Yeah. Amen. Y'all better be saying happy Mother's Day to Mama PG. I'd be upset. I'd be upset I got a whole lot of kids ain't saying happy Mother's Day. Um oh, I'm still laughing about my kids. I thought we I thought we could get some plants and put them in the yard, right? Yeah, I'm still laughing about that. I'm just wanting free labor. And this month is flying by fast. I can tell you, a month seems like a week now, right? A month seems like a week. A year seems like a month. It's like We have Christmas and it's time to have Christmas again. That's how fast it's going. Time's just flying past us. I don't know how, what's making it go so quick, but I mean, I get up and it's noon, right? And at noon it hits 3 o'clock. And then somewhere it hit 6 or 7 on me. I'm like, where the hell did it all go? But it's gone. It's gone. It went with the wind. So, it's even more important. It's even more important to hold on to every second now. It's really super important for us to hold on to every single second. Hey, hi PG from Buffalo, New York. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? New York City. I love New York. Absolutely, I love New York. New York's beautiful. Mean. Ain't the best place, but it is what it is. New York is exciting. That's the great thing about New York. Exciting. Greatest thing about New York City is you get to see every walk of life, right? You get to see every walk of life in such a short distance. It's like almost a different walk of life around every corner. Yeah, lots of fun. I haven't took my watch in because I'm trying to stop time. Good luck on that one. Good luck on that one. Oh, I've been to New York. I've been to New York. Definitely been there. New York's where you lose your tires in the middle of the road. Hope you don't get hope you don't get in a traffic jam or stoplight. They just run out in the middle of the street and jack your car up and your tires are gone. They go rolling away. Oh yeah. Restaurants there are awesome. Um, they got some good Chinese food there too. They got great pizza, but they got good Chinese food as well. All right. You know, you guys came in, you seen where the Wells don't like to take self-blame, right? They don't like to take self-blame. We talked about Wayne Morlock, one of Donald's latest snatch and throw under the bus, one of Donald's latest victims, as I'd like to say. I covered other things. Right now. I would like to be covering some other things as well, because there's so much in this case. But if I have time tonight, I'll get to the moments that really are pissing me off. But I've been letting everyone know I'm going to bring Wayne Morlock to the table. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I put him off the night before last to cover some other things I thought was more important. Tonight we're going to cover Wayne. And I'm going to explain to you why Don Wells wanted to throw Wayne under the bus as well. Don didn't want me to talk to Wayne, right? He didn't want me talking to Wayne. I don't think Wayne, you know, he did have an altercation 2011. 2011, you know, out drinking. Um, my God, that's a long time ago, right? That's a long time ago. That, you know, that's like super in his past. Um, super in his past. So this is Wayne. I'm gonna put this down. Um, this is Wayne Morlock. Yeah, Wayne was a bad boy. You know, he was a bad boy. But I think everybody's gonna be surprised when you find out why Don threw him under the bus. But I kind of figured it out. So anyway, I want everybody to get a visual of who Wayne is. Now I'm going to play you what Wayne did.
And accused of putting drinking buddy in coma, charged with aggravated assault. Rogersville, a Hawkins County man accused of throwing his drinking buddy out of a car earlier this year, putting the victim in a coma and possibly causing permanent brain damage, was arrested this week on a sealed indictment warrant. Wayne Douglas Morlock, 44, was indicted June 1st by a Hawkins County grand jury on one count of aggravated assault stemming from an attack alleged to have occurred on March 21st.
Now that was in 2011. You know, that was quite some years back. And that's what Don loves to do. Don loves to, you know, pull out. He loves to pull out somebody else's, you know, shortcomings, but he doesn't ever pull out any of his own, right? Have you ever seen Don and Candace pull out their own records that are probably about an arm and a half a leg long? No. Have they ever offered up their own, you know, rap sheets? No, absolutely not. But they sure like to tell people about everybody else's, right? Especially when it's important to them to take the focus off themselves again and get it on somebody else. Well, bullshit. Bullshit. I think the focus is right where it needs to be right now. And I'm gonna give you some more info about Mr. Morlock.
Hawkins man allegedly throws drinking buddy from moving vehicle. A Hawkins County man has been arrested on a sealed indictment for aggravated assault after allegedly throwing his drinking buddy out of a moving vehicle. The incident put the victim, Jeffrey Adams, in a coma and possibly causing permanent brain damage. 44-year-old Wayne Douglas Morlock, or Rogersville, admitted to punching Adams in the head multiple times with the back of his hand while driving along Van Hill Road in Beach Creek. But police believe Adams was thrown from the moving vehicle by Morlock. Both men were highly intoxicated after a night of drinking. Adams remains in a nursing home, unable to care for himself.
And Morlock is scheduled for an arraignment in August, which was 2011. It wasn't now, it was back in 2011. So these were two guys out drinking and got into an altercation, you know, like alcohol does to many people, right? I mean, if they was the only two people that ever got in an altercation while drinking, we'd have no problems in this world, but they're not. Lots of people get into altercations when they're out, you know, getting intoxicated. You know, some of us has been there, some of us haven't. Um, so, with that being said, um, the guy, from what I understand, the guy kept putting his hands on Wayne. And Wayne asked him on several times, "Don't put your hands on me." The guy kept doing it to aggravate Wayne. Wayne grabbed him up and I guess went mayhem. So, with that being said, you know, Wayne got in trouble for what he did. He paid the price, you know, he paid the price for what he done. Um, by law, you know, he paid the price for what he done. And, you know, and Don led people to believe that it was way worse than what it was. You know, wanted to actually say the man did things that he did not do to this other gentleman. That was, you know, that was uncalled for. Uncalled for. You know, Don don't like it when people say, you know, stuff like what he might have been doing to people, right? As in essaying. He shouldn't go around saying it about other people as well. You know, Don Wells has no business saying horrible things about other people that he don't want said about him, right? Especially Don's supposed to be such a Christian man. He's supposed to be such a Christian. Um, you know, well, I think he should follow the rule. You know, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you, Don Wells. You wouldn't want people, you know, taking something like this and blowing it out of context the way you did. You totally blow this out of proportion, and you're full of crap. You're full of crap. And if you think Wayne ain't already got, you know, already got wind of what you said, I'm afraid he has. Um, I'm afraid he has. But Donald decided to throw him under the bus, and I'm going to show everybody why. Boom. Wayne is friends with Ricky Crawford. That is Marlena Crawford's brother. Um, yeah, absolutely. And the Crawfords are also pretty tight with the lights. Um, so um, Marlena Crawford lost her dad. Um, lost her dad in 2022. Ricky Crawford. Um, he was 63. He went home with the Lord on March the 9th, 2022. He was a lifelong resident in Tennessee, and he had tons of people who really cared about him. He had two daughters, Frances and Marlena Crawford. Two sons. One of them is Ricky Crawford. I'm not going to say the name of his other son because his other son has no bearings on this. But he had, you know, grandchildren. He had brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews. And I read his obituary. There was many people in the community that came forth and had really nice things to say about this gentleman. This is Marlena's dad. They said that he often spoke and talked about God a lot. Donald also wanted you to believe that, you know, I'm not saying that these are the best people in the world because some of them ain't. But, you know, you don't what I'm trying to say is don't try to smear a whole family, you know, because of one or two having issues. Um, and I'm going to also remind everyone when it comes to Marlena Crawford and you know, her family. Let's remember that birds, you know, birds of a feather flock together. Marlena was up on 110 Ben Hill Road, right? So, you know, the Wells were having all to do with Marlena, right? So, this is one of Candace's good friends, right? That she had turned on like she does everybody. She turns on everybody like she did Allie and so many others, right? So, with that being said, you don't have somebody in your home or upon your property, you know, you don't allow people around you that ain't like you, right? That ain't like you. What I'm saying is you say these people are so horrible. Well, how horrible are you to have them around? Just saying. Just saying. Um so, but this is why. This is why Wayne got through under the bus. It's because Wayne happens to be a friend and associated with the Crawfords, which Don tried to throw under the bus before Wayne, remember? Marlena. They were trying to throw Marlena under it. Candace, Marlena couldn't have stole Summer's birth certificate because you clearly said on a news interview that, and I believe you, and you said it possibly somewhere else. I'm thinking it was with Chris M. But I remember you saying clearly on one of the news interviews that you had signed Summer up for school. You took her, got her the rest of her shots, and had already signed her up for school. Well, Candace, then let me tell you a little secret, hon. There's no way in hell you're going to sign your daughter up for school without a birth certificate. You got to have a birth certificate. You got to have social security card. They demand that to see and Xerox those pieces of information because they go into a file at the school for the child. Um, every mother knows that, right? Every mother knows that. So, with that being said, Marlena couldn't have had the birth certificate because you would have had to go and get a new one. And you would have said something about that, right? The reason that you're trying to say she stole Summer's birth certificate is your excuse as to, you know, people asking about Summer's birth certificate and you not wanting to show the correct dates and everything on it or you know the place of birth and so forth and so on, which I wouldn't show people my child's birth certificate out here in public either. And I wouldn't, but I wouldn't lie and say someone stole it. I would just be honest and say, look, my child's birth certificate is nobody's damn business, right? That's nobody's damn business. This is my child's, law enforcement knows what the child's birthday is. Yes, I would show it to law enforcement, absolutely. But I'm not going to show it to people out here in public. And I wouldn't waste no words letting them know that that isn't going to happen. It's best to be honest. Do you see anybody else wanting to put their kids' birth certificates out here on the freaking internet? No. So, why would they ask you or even think or imply that you should? There you go. Honesty is the best policy, right? But Candace, you're so used to telling fucking lies. It's disgraceful. You ain't got no ass. You have no ass. You're thick-faced as hell. You've been lying a mile a minute since your daughter came up missing. You have act like you don't give a fuck from day one about your daughter coming up missing. You did not ever act like a grieving mother. You haven't ever acted or looked like one. I seen you more grieving over losing a friend than you did over losing your daughter. That's freaking disgusting in my eyes. I'm tired of you and Don Wells lying. I'm tired of Miss Daisy and them coddlers over there as well. I'm done with that. Miss Daisy and white boy. Right? Oh, I love you, Donald. I love you, dude. I love you with all my heart. I want to buy some hot dogs, but I don't want to cook them. What the fuck? Right? So what do you want to do with them? Right? I got to fucking wonder about that. Right? That's kind of weird and disgusting. Donald might want to, Donald might want to keep his feet heavy to the ground and his butt cheeks tight, right? Yeah, that shit wasn't sounding good. Kind of freaking weird. If you ask me, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. That just, I was like, what? Yeah, so weird. But it is what it is, right? I speak the truth. I don't give a damn. Like I said, I'm not out here to appease or please humans. As long as God's okay with me at the end of the night, I'm okay with it too. And at least I speak the truth. Now I'm going to tell you another thing. I'm going to take Wayne Morlock off the table. I'm going to take him off the table. Don Wells, this man had nothing to do with your daughter missing. You fucking know it. Leave him the hell alone. Leave him alone. He's another victim to your bullshit. That's what he is. And you're just pissed because he actually is friends with Ricky Crawford and the Crawfords. The Crawfords are close to the Lights. Matter of fact, the Lights Funeral Home is the one that handled the Crawford's dad's funeral, which is Ricky Crawford Sr. There is a Ricky Crawford Jr. as well. And Ricky Crawford Jr. is the one that Wayne is friends with. They probably grew up together and know each other. But I can guarantee you none of these people were into some bad stuff. Yeah, but not what, not like Don Wells bullshit. Absolutely not. Brave not. Anyway, they also said there's a woman stalking Donald, talking about got summer or something, or is summer or whatever. No. There was a woman going around right here. Don Wells, I gave you and Candace, my beloved daughter, Summer, to care for and raise. What did you do? Jesus Christ. It is a woman sending them a message from Jesus. She's saying, hey, Don and Candace Wells, God gave you a gift. What did you do to the gift that God had gave you? Right? And she put it in God's son's name, Jesus Christ. Right? So there you go. It is no stalker. It's just a person, writing a statement, a paragraph there, trying to get at the Wells heartstrings for their daughter. And then they get accused, it gets twisted, and they get accused of, some heinous bullshit. Because that's what, that's the shit that Don and Candace and Daisy and them like to mix up and spoon feed everybody. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Over here, we don't eat shit. Nope. I mean, I don't know what Daisy's got over there. They can chow down on it. But over here, nobody does. Right? Nobody does. We ain't eating their shit, and we ain't believing their shit. Absolutely not. I will call it out. I will call it out, and I will put the truth on the table. Here is the truth on Don Wells. There's nobody, this is what y'all been talking about. And it's bullshit. This person was just trying, and because they try to make you, make you realize that summer's a gift, and you fucked it all up. You got pissed at them, twisted it around, and tried to use it in a form, in a way that wasn't righteous at all. As you guys do everything, right? As you do everything. I don't know. Don might want to watch out, because if this Morlock guy got pissed off enough to, I can imagine how upset he's going to be now, right? With Donald trying to throw him under a bus for doing something that's heinous as, abducting a 5-year-old. That's insane. That's insane, and that is really something nobody wants put on their back, right? Especially an innocent human. Don't even go there. Don Wells has been pretty cruel to a lot of people. That's probably why they're living in Arkansas. They're making a lot of enemies, and probably some they don't want to make, if you ask me. I'm just saying. Yeah. He goes through a lot of combs, I'm sure. Yeah, they are throwing everyone under the bus because, because they're full of shit. Right? They're full of shit. It's just it just is what it is. Take a look at this, people. Take a look at that. Do you see the similarities here? Do you see all the similarities? All the rest are already done for, right? I think Candace is pretty done for as well, to be honest with you. I mean, I think law enforcement is just biding their time. They're just biding their time, putting the case together. And when they get done, I think we're going to see someone else getting, prosecuted as well. In this big portrait up here. So, that's my opinion. This is America. I'm allowed to have it. And I do. I can't wait either. I can't wait either, girl. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bucket list has holes. I want to pull this up, but I will not pull it up over people like that. Beautiful hearts and prayers for summer. Hey, I appreciate that. God bless. God bless. And yeah, I will not pull anything beautiful of summers up over a picture like this. Hell to the no no. Right? Absolutely not. That's disgusting. That's disgusting right there. These people right here, they had no respect. No respect whatsoever for the gifts that God gave them. Right? These are no fucking mother of the years right there. Trust and believe that, ladies, gentlemen. Absolutely not. These are a bunch of heinous and every one of them lying bitches, right? Every one of them lying bitches. There you go. There you go. You know, that's why I love the truth. That's why I need the truth. That's why I want the truth. I can't stand this kind of shit right there. Absolutely not. You come around me and lie, and you won't be coming around me again. Right? I don't need that shit. Honesty is the best policy. You know, a thief might just take your shit, right? A thief might just take your shit. They might just steal your stuff. But a damn liar get you killed. A damn liar will get you killed, folks. I don't like liars, don't want nothing to do with them. It's a shame that people have to go around and feel they gotta lie to kick it. You don't have to fucking lie to kick it. Absolutely not. Absolutely, she was. She sure was. That ass was found guilty on all charges, too. On all charges. They're going to send her up shit creek without a paddle, right? She just went up shit creek without a paddle. Come June, the two in the far left-hand corner there are going to go up shit creek without a paddle, from my understandings. Right? Boswell and Simon. Boswell and Simon. They're both up in June. They'll be getting their asses. They'll be getting their asses sent up shit creek too without paddles. Right? So, it is what it is. And it took a while to get that Boswell, right? Just like Candace. Just like Candace. Something must be in the drinking water down there making law enforcement have a big delay in getting some of these criminals. Yeah, I listen, Pam. Um, exactly, exactly. How can Candace say? How can Candace say Summer's alive, but then say she cannot search for Summer, or she would mess up the crime scene? Exactly. If she found Summer. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. That was my thought. My thought too, right? One breath, she's going to mess up the crime scene. The second breath, Summer's still alive. The second breath is, I got to do my boys because Summer's no longer with us, right? I hate to say this, but I got to put summer on the back burner for my boys. Yeah. Remember all that shit? So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. People be surprised. Um, you'd be surprised what you can know if you got the, if you get in the air of the right people. The right people give you a lot of information. The right people talk. You just, you can't be afraid to call people. You can't be afraid to talk with people. You can't be afraid to, you know, to go knocking on doors and getting information, I mean, you don't have to YouTube it. It ain't about YouTube. It's about Summer. It's about doing what need to be done for her. It isn't about, you know, making a big scene or a big show out here. It ain't about, invading other people's lives for, for click, likes, and views. When you talk to people behind the scenes, no matter how you talk to them, these people do not want to be brought out here in the public, right? They don't want to be brought out here. They don't want to be put under a big microscope. And that's why they don't like to talk to a lot of YouTubers, because that's what these YouTubers want to do to them, right? There's such thing as called confidential conversations that you just don't, come out here and put up their picture and out them and everything. That's insane. You just get what information you can, and so you can more understand the community. You can more understand, what happened June 15th, 2021. Because that's all that's what we're here for. That's what we're all here for. We're here to understand what the hell happened June 15th, 2021. You know? And by getting all the information you can, you learn if this is an isolated case, or if there's possibility that there's, more people involved than just the people that was on 110 Ben Hill Road that day. Um, you know, that's what we're seeking after. Um, well, you take a lie detector's test, and it all depends on, for one, for one, you know, it's all in how you look at something. How do you look at things? I mean, like, I'm a Christian. I don't think I could take anyone's life. I'm not capable of doing that. The only one that can take another human's life is God Almighty. So, to ask a human like me, did I kill someone? Absolutely not. And that wouldn't be a lie, because I don't have that power. Only God has the power to take someone's life. So, this is the way the Wells, in their church believe, right? That's the way the Wells in that church believe. So, of course, you can pass a lie detector's test with that type of mind frame. No problem. No problem, right? I mean, any Christian, any real true Christian that knows that they do not have the power, that only God has that power, can honestly say no. Absolutely not. And not be lying. It just is what it is. I don't think they passed. I do not believe that Don and Candace Wells or Grandis passed that lie detectors test. Because I think if they really would have passed, law enforcement would have cleared them. So they're not being cleared. So therefore, and they're not cooperating. I mean, I think if the Wells had nothing to do with their daughter's case whatsoever, what happened, I think that they would be, we would be seeing a lot different people, in the Wells, right? I think if the Wells really didn't have nothing to do with what happened to their daughter, they would have been at the news briefings. I think they would have been they'd have been out there and with their hands in the mix of everything instead of hiding, instead of cowering up, instead of doing what they were doing. So, with that being said, unless they, you know, there's only two scenarios for what's going on here. Either, either they had something to do with what happened this summer. That's why, they're not cooperating with law enforcement. They're hiding. They've been acting the way that they're acting. Or else they're really fucking sick in the head. They've got some serious mental issues and like the thought of people believing they did, right? They love the thought of people believing that they're capable of doing something like this. I mean, if they could be really sick in the fucking head. I don't know, right? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I'm just, I haven't, I know that, I do know that Candace, is got a lot of, she's when it comes to mental issues. Definitely. She's definitely, and Dawn, a lot of people say Donald's a narcissist. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that Don's more of a he shows more traits of a psychopath, if you ask me. I don't know. But that's, he just shows more traits as a psychopath. Where Candace is more, she's not as, not as bad as Donald, but yeah, that's what he strikes me as. I mean, a narcissist is mild compared to Don. No, because I don't think he's a sociopath. I think he's a psychopath, to be honest with you. A sociopath doesn't, there's a big difference. There's a big difference, but I can do that on a different night. I can do that on a different night to, totally explain to you why I draw that conclusion upon him. Candace was misdiagnosed. If they told her she had bipolar, she's got personality disorder. That's what Candace deals with. She deals with personality disorder. Not she's not bipolar. No way. Um, that's bullshit right there. That's pure bullshit. Um, how you doing, hun? How you doing, my sweet Norway?
Hi, sister.
How you doing, sweetie?
I just want to ask for a little thing. Can you prayer garden tonight, please? Give me a prayer. Um, it's very bad, and I am very depressed right now just because I have get some very very bad news, and I'm so worried about my daughters, and I just need the prayers, and I don't want to talk about that anymore, but it's bad all the way around. It's bad. So, but if you just can the chat also, because I don't go in the home of God, and because I am so isolated, but I believe if many people pray, maybe it can help me. Um,
Absolutely.
we'll see. Okay, but I want to tell you something, sister, if it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
In this case, first of all, I like always, I want to thank you so much for taking this time to fighting for the children, and I hope maybe in the future we can start looking at other children, and you have done that too, because there is so many children that we can what's the name fight for in the name of summer, like make it like a summer's channel, but many children in summer's name, if you understand what I mean. I don't know the name. For example, summer organization, you understand me.
Right,
um, but what I want to say first of all, I have one question for Daisy. I don't want to fight. I just want to serious ask Daisy Jenkins and Miss Christine, the person with all the connections. Do they know that Chris McDonough? I have my opinion of him. I think he's a little bit arrogant. But one thing I know about him, he have not stopped the case for summer.
right,
Why? Because he care. And I think when a man have been a police for his whole life, he has a very beautiful woman who is really have a good heart. I believe. I don't know her, but I believe so. Um, I think when a police, not directly because he cannot, but indirectly say it's them, I want to believe them. First, I want to say we have two things. There is no abduction, okay?
right.
Other thing we know is there is no, what's the name,
Wondering off?
cooperation. They don't want to cooperate.
Oh no,
Why
absolutely.
I believe there is no wandering off. Maybe she wandering off. Of course, they say she will never do. What are they talking about? They was drunk all day long. Of course she was wandering off. My children was wandering off when they were small. All the children do. That's a part of being a child. They are looking at the world. They are looking at every place. But if she have wandering off, you have to know they will find maybe some clothes, maybe something. They didn't find nothing. And they search it all. They search it all. That's why I believe she's not in the woods, like wandering off. So, and why I believe this case, I start thinking about it tonight, takes a long time. To prosecute somebody, you need to have evidence. I am guarantee the TBI and the Hawkins County, they know what we know, but they need the final evidence. So when they come to court, they are sure they will get them away and threw the key away. And what I want to ask Daisy, this is from my heart, Daisy, and this is in God's name. This is, I want to cry. I really want you to listen, Daisy. When I am not listening to your channel anymore because I don't want to, but I have listening before sometimes when you was in support of my sister. But I want to say, Daisy, you are so busy talking about they need to get the boys back. And a lot of Christian people, Christian, I am a little bit scared when people say, I am Christian. My name is so and so. And I say, Yannicka, you better need to be running because that is private. That is not something you just, I am Christian, I am Christian, I am Christian. This is between you and God. But I have to say, you are Christian. Everybody in this channel, of course, are Christian. You're smoking marijuana, you're drinking up, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I want to ask you this now. I am very angry about this. You stand behind Candace and Don to fight to get the boys back. Okay? Then Daisy, I want to ask you something. You have a grandson at home. I never normally mention children. And Christina, I think you also have children at home. I think actually you all, Jenkins all. Why do you want these people have their sons back? When I saw, and all the world saw, Chris McDonough, they say he used them, he abused them, he was making the film like, no. Do you know what he did? He tried to make Candace, and you know what? He really did make Candace looking good. In the name of God, he did. He did make her look good. He didn't film the home to destroy her. He did film the home because he don't care about her. He care about Summer. Summer did live in a shithole. And the three boys, Daisy and company, want back, live in a shithole. I have little money. My home is like gold. There is not one cup outside the one I am drinking of. It's like clean all the way. Have you forget they're using drug? Don is buying prostitute. They take Jose, he go with his son 5 months away when Candace is jumping on Jose. Have you forgot they have rats in the home? Have you forgot that they beat the children? Have you forgot that Candace just stop and take home people that she didn't know? I wonder about this, Daisy. You are so much fighting for this. They need to get the boys back. And when you are talking about that, these people are so drugged up because you have a PayPal and all the people are giving money for drugs. That is a good Christian thing to do. And this is making me now so angry because these three boys now have a shot in life for the first time. And have you also forget the woman you know called your best friend, of course, Candice. Candy. H and Candy. Have you forgot? I will never forget. If we don't understand what Candy and H did, we're all stupid. But of course, Daisy, maybe you are. I don't talk to people, but I have never seen somebody who is naive like this or stupid or call it whatever. You have to understand. You want to set the boys back to the pool. You are fighting for the parents, for the suspect, not the children. You have proved that. You and not you, that is wrong. All the people in the channel, Sherry, Christine, all the people in the channel are fighting for this. And this is so wrong. The boys should never go back. We are forgetting what this is about. Everybody, why are they angry at Chris McDonough? Why? There is a child lost. He want to look for the child. I don't care if he hurts Candy's feeling or Don's feeling. Look at how they live. The little child, the little girl, live in a dungeon with a lot of mug, fukt, and it's ugly down there. She have to be so scared down there. And they say in 2 minutes she's gone. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And Grandes, she's a big, big, big liar. I don't even think she did go to the swimming hole. She is lying. They are lying about everything. And that's all. Normally, that's all I want to say because I am just so angry of this that we already forgot what these people did to the children. And you are right, Prayer Garden. They in the first interview they did after she disappeared, they was talking about she got the first shot. She was starting to school. There is nobody who have taken their birth certificate. So now, first they make money of losing their child, and now they're acting like they're a celebrity. So just continue, Daisy. Continue to help them to get the boys back. Continue to make the room very nice so they can look at their parents drugged up, drunk, phoning the police 30 times in 1 year, fighting, taking in man, woman, everything. Do that. Continue. I am sorry, Prayer Garden. That's what I want to say.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
That's what this
This-
panel's for. That's what the panel's for. This is Summer's channel. This panel belongs to
yeah,
everybody that supports Summer. Absolutely. And you're most welcome to come up and all of us um are really going through a lot with this case.
yeah,
And it's important that you have a place to come and you have a place to express your feelings and your opinions, because holding it inside is not a good thing, right?
no,
Holding all of what you think about this case inward is not good for people. People
yeah,
need to have a place to go and be able to express themselves
yeah,
and their feelings, whether it be you know whether those feelings be happy, sad,
yeah,
angry. It
yeah.
doesn't matter. You
No,
need a place to go, and
that's
that
true.
this is Summer's channel. This is the
Yeah,
place. This is the place where you come and you find everyone loves this little girl. This isn't
yeah, we
harming
do.
this little girl, and we don't back suspects, right?
No,
We
but we
don't.
must not forget the beginning, how these children was living. Of course, Daisy
Absolutely.
was living the same.
Let us not forget that mattress. Let us not forget that
Oh,
mattress.
you must even not talk. You know what? I wouldn't even have. Listen, this is so disgusting. This is so terrible. This is like I cannot. It's like a nightmare. It's like a nightmare, and yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Thank you to all for the prayers. I love you so much, Prayer Garden.
I love you, girl.
Yeah. I love you, all my family. You are so beautiful, everybody. God bless you all and take care and be careful wherever you are in the world. I love you, everybody. Stay
We're,
blessed. I love you, Prayer Garden. Kiss your children for me, especially your daughter.
we'll
Bye
be
bye,
praying for
sister.
you. We'll be praying for you. Just believe.
I need
Believe.
it. I really need it.
If you believe, then God will heal you. All we
I,
have to do is believe.
yeah, okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye, sweetie. Country Christian.
Hold
How you
on.
how you doing, hun?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's been a minute, ain't it?
Yeah, that it has.
I used to talk to you when it's right after you started your channel. Um, it's been a lot of crazy crap going on. Um,
I
this is
agree.
what I this is what I want for all for if you're interested, PJ, that's up to you. Are you there?
I'm here, hun.
Okay. Well, you know, June the 15th is coming up
Oh,
right
yeah,
around the corner.
absolutely.
And I think we need to really, really let the hammer down. Let it out there. Speak it to the mountaintops until this baby's found.
Amen. Absolutely.
I just, it's been a rough go for all of us, but we've been through it, and I believe that if we all can band together, I don't have nothing against nobody, but I'm like Norway. Miss Norway had said a lot, and she spoke the truth. And I have spoke a lot and spoke the truth on my channel too, um, about this whole situation. And my phone keeps going off on me. I don't know what's going on.
I can
So
still hear you.
so anyway, I just wanted to come up here and say that, you're doing good, and we all need to get the ball rolling before the 15th, I believe.
Amen. And I agree. I agree that, did you hear him over at Daisy's last night? Did you hear Candace say, you know, that what is there to celebrate? Did
No,
you
I
hear?
didn't. I did
Yeah.
not.
Well,
I really
yeah.
don't go over that much anymore.
That well, I don't really you know I don't really try to watch or have anything to do with that channel as well, the way they coddle the whales and so forth and so on. But as a creator, it's our job to have to listen to a lot of people we don't want to listen to, like Candace and Dawn Wells, right?
You got human back chat, I believe.
And I mean, God knows I got put through Jody Sue, remember? that was that was quite a challenge, but we got through it. But
Yeah.
the thing is, we have to do we do it for Summer. We do it for her sake, everything we do. And absolutely, they was over there and talking about June the 15th, doing something, and Miss Daisy's like, you know, um, I'm not doing it if it goes the way it's going to go last year, and I'll stay home. And then she said something about doing something on her farm. And then, you have White Boy up there, talking about, hey, bro, Don, I love you with all my heart, man. I love you. I want to buy all the hot dogs, but I don't want to cook them. I'm like, what the freak, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're making a mockery out of this child. And then they're talking about, you know, let's, you know, let's not really do anything for Summer. Let's, throw a party and a bunch of big adults act like children, right? Let's all laugh and play and act like children. I think the last time they had something for Summer, it looked like they needed to get a room, right? They needed to get a room instead of having something for summer. Um, and then, it's like, oh, well, I hope none of the hate channels are doing anything, the hate channels that ain't for the parents taking up money to do things. Disgusting. Disgust. Miss Daisy, we could have all said that about you when you guys were using summer to get all the Christmas ornaments and getting money coming in and everything else. And then you went to a fucking thrift store and bought a broken Christmas tree that laid on the ground more than it stood up. When you guys were looking like you were humping one another, sucking down liquor, and God knows what else in front of another 5-year-old child when you're supposed to be there for other missing children. It was right down appalling, if you ask me.
Let me go.
Right? That's what I think. That's what I think. But, it is what it is. And so, and I speak the truth. I speak the truth. And they're talking about June the 15th coming up. Well, it'd be the 15th of this month will be, 23 months missing. But as of June, it'll be 2 years. We hit the 2-year mark, everybody. And that's, that is a big deal because, June the 15th is when, yes, we need to light a candle under, under law enforcement's backsides and get them out there doing what needs to be done to get something done on this case, right? 2 years is just a little too long. They tell us that this case is nowhere near cold at all. Well, if it ain't cold, then, we want to know what ain't cold is. Is it lukewarm? Is it, is it hot, or is it freaking on fire? We want to know where this case is standing, right? We want to know where Summer is. Ronnie Lawson, you promised that you were not going to let this case run cold. You promised that you was going to definitely solve this case. Well, Mr. Ronnie Lawson, we are holding you. Summer's Army is holding you to your word. Now, I suggest, Mr. Ronnie Lawson, that you and Pruitt get down on your knees and pray for this child. And pray God gives you the strength and the wisdom and all the things you need to be able to guide you to get this case where it needs to be, inside of a courtroom, being prosecuted. And also get you where, you need to be to find this little girl and bring her home. And with God, I know that can happen. And I'm going to tell you what, Mr. Ronnie Lawson, with you and Pruitt, there's 2 of you. Where 2 or more gathered in Jesus' name, he shall be in the midst. Whatever you agree upon shall be done. How about you and Pruitt start agreeing that you find Summer and you get to bring her home and get justice for her? How about that, Mr. Ronnie Lawson? Because you know what? We got 423 people in here right now agreeing in the name of Jesus Christ. At least I am. That this little girl is found and brought home and justice is served. 2 years is too long, sir. 2 years is too long. We want this baby found. We want this baby brought home. Right? That's what we want. And I know with God we can get it done. I absolutely know that. I ain't perfect, but let me tell you what. I pack one hell of a punch when it comes to faith. I have all the faith in this world that God can do it. Because I know God can do anything. Anything. There's nothing God can't do. So how about you getting with us, Ronnie Lawson, and getting it done? That's what I'm talking about. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Roger, I don't think you understand what a mockery is. Let me tell you what a mockery is. A mockery is people like Don and Candace Wells, especially Don Wells, that sits around and talks about how much he's a Christian and then lies like a dog, right? A big hound dog. That's a mockery right there. Somebody that uses God instead of actually worshiping God. Let me tell you something. I worship. I don't act. I actually do. I don't sit around and lie just to be lying. And I sure in the hell wouldn't lie about a 5-year-old child. Especially if it was my child. It ain't happening. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to. If any 5-year-old child ever came up missing out of my custody, God knows I had nothing to do with it. Absolutely not. But I pray to God nothing like that ever was to happen. I'm going to tell you right now. I'd die for any child in my custody. I got a 5-year-old child in my custody. I don't care who it belongs to. Me, you, somebody else. I'd die for that child. To protect it, I would die for it. Absolutely. They'd have to take me out before they ever got to that child. And that's the truth. Don Wells says, you know, he'd do anything, well, not anything for his daughter. He wouldn't do anything for his daughter. This is his daughter, let us mind you. His own flesh and his blood. But he wouldn't do anything for her. Really? Because I sure to hell do anything for mine. And I do mean anything. To save your child? What kind of bastard are you? I would walk through hell over hot coals for my children. And I would do the same. I'd do the same for someone else's. Let me tell you something. People out there think they're going through things alone, but they're not, because there's many people like me that will actually walk with you. They will walk with you through them hot coals to help you find your missing child. Tons. But the Wells do not want you walking with them to help them find their missing child, because they do not want their child found. And why do they not want it found? Why? Because they already fucking know where it's at. There you go. There you go. So if you want to talk about a mockery, you better go talk to the Wells. Not me. That's all I got to say on that subject. I'm going to tell you right now, I got more brains than to mock God. I don't question God. I don't question God at all. God has reasons for everything that he does. Everything he does, he has reason for it. I do not question God. I am God's vessel. He made me. And I thank him for that. Who am I to question my maker? No, don't happen. Doesn't happen. I got more respect than that, more brains than that. And even though I fear nothing and no one on this earth, humans ain't nothing but, humans. They're just humans. What can they do to me that I can't do to them? Nothing. There you go. Why be afraid? Why? It is what it is. But God, that's a whole different ballgame, people. That's a whole different ballgame. I do fear God. Why? Because God made me. God makes me or breaks me. God can send me to Hades forever. You better fear God. You better fear Him. You better have brains enough to fear Him. Because He's gone. And I know God loves us and everything. And I know, that He cares about us and all of this and that. And He does, I'm sure. But He also will whoop your ass. God will whoop your ass. Trust and believe that. Yeah. You don't want to play with God. That's just the way it is. Nope. You don't question Him. You speak to God, you better humble yourself. You better humble yourself, and you better watch how you speak. You better watch how you speak to God. I don't even like people in my presence. I've heard people say bad things. I've heard people, say some pretty bad things. And my soul wanted to flee before my body did. Right? I don't even like to hear people say bad stuff about God or anything about God that ain't right. I really don't. It's like, don't try to put your sins upon my head. I ain't going to be having that. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'll tell you how I feel about death. When we lose people in this life, I think we've all lost someone in this world, right? We've lost someone. Mother, brother, child. We've all lost someone in this life. Husband. I've lost them all. I've lost a mother. I've lost, brother. I've lost a child, my husband. I've lost quite a bit in this life. It's not easy. But God ain't going to do what's best for PG. God's going to do what's best for them. God does what's best for the person He's taken home. Now, when it's my time to go, God will do what's best for me. Right? He'll do what's best for me. I think when a human has been put through so much that they can't be normal or live a normal life, God takes them. He has mercy on them, and He takes them home. I truly believe that June 15th, 2021, Summer went through something really bad. I don't know how bad, but I'm sure it was terrible, because it wouldn't need covered up if it wasn't. And yes, I think God did what was best for Summer, and He took her home. He took her home. And that wasn't the only good that came out of June 15th, 2021, because by God taking Summer home, it saved the boys as well. It got the boys out of that hellhole. It got the boys to a place where they can live a normal life. They possibly can become something in the future. So it saved her brothers as well. So God done all good. He done all good in all of those aspects. Now God ain't the reason that this happened to Summer. God ain't the reason why any of this happens to people. God ain't the reason that, it's not God's fault that bad things happen on this earth, right? We have a thing called evil too. We hate Satan for all the bad, not God. And you have a lot of people that has the devil in them, and they make wrong choices and they hurt good people, right? They hurt good people. They try to destroy good people. Why? Because they have the devil in them. They have hatred. They have envy. They have all of these things that shouldn't be in them, but it is. They have selfishness and self-centeredness. They have all this stuff in them that causes them to do evil to good people. That has nothing to do with God. God gives every human on this earth a choice to be good or bad. Just like right now, you got a choice to be good or bad, right? You got a choice to do good or evil. That's your choice. You could say something good or you could say something ugly. That's your choice. But it's also your goodness or your hatred. That all belongs to you. Regardless of what you say, it still belongs to you. If that makes any sense. What I'm saying is it has nothing to do with anybody else until you release it. Once when you say something good to someone, you give them a positive feeling, right? You give them a positive feeling. And at the same time, you give them a feeling that makes them like you, makes them care about you. That's called making a friend. When you are ugly and you say bad things, you give people a negative feeling. They don't like you. And that's a foe now. Now you have what they call a foe. They don't want nothing to do with you because you're not a nice person. Well, that's your choice. It's your choice. Your actions have a reaction. Don and Candace Wells' actions have a reaction. And I'm going to be perfectly honest. They're getting the reaction that they're getting is because of their actions. They're getting negative reactions because of their actions. No one is causing anything towards the Wells but the Wells themselves. The Wells were the ones not looking for their daughter. The Wells were the ones not cooperating with law enforcement. The Wells were the ones that was telling law enforcement where their daughter wasn't, making and leading everyone to believe, well, you obviously know where your daughter is, right? The Wells were the ones throwing everyone under a bus to take the focus off their self. And they continue to do it even to this day. They're doing it. The Wells are the ones that, are not cooperating with law enforcement. They're not cooperating with anyone out here wanting to help, search or find their daughter. They're not cooperating with anyone that wants to get a new reward fund up for summer. They're not cooperating with anything except what can benefit them, what can help them. Donald comes out and he says, I just want to say thank you. Thank you all very much. God bless. I really appreciate everybody that's, everybody that's supporting me and Candace. Everybody that's supporting us. You're good people. Oh, really? Really? They're good people. How about everybody supporting your daughter? How about everybody that's been here for damn near 2 years, Mr. Don Wells? Fighting every day harder than you and your old lady has ever fought. Because you haven't fought at all. The only fighting you've done is to keep the focus off of you and the support for you and her coming in. And no support for your child. No support for your boys. No support for anyone else. Even when we talked about selling t-shirts and getting her a reward fund that would go to your sons. Oh no, let's go buy a piece of land up in Arkansas where we can park trailers on it and have a big fun fest where everybody can go and just chill and party. Right? Where we can pitch tents like we've been pitching for years. Like we've been pitching for years with a bunch of undesirable people. And keep living like that. You're fucking desirable yourselves. Don. You and your old lady and that old fucking grandma, you're all undesirable. Your mother would be ashamed of you. Your mother that left you that home to live in because she thought you'd make it a home for your family, a real home for your children, would be damn ashamed of you. Trust and believe that. You can run your mouth. Talk about my mom. I talk about her. I talk about her because she's a better woman. She was a better person than any of you fucks up there on that hill now. Right? There you go. I guarantee you if those babies were in her care, they would not be one missing. Not one. Yeah. I think if his mother knew the way this situation was going to go, she wouldn't have left him shit. She did not leave that house to Don Wells for Don and Candace. She left that house for those grandbabies because she knew they was going to need a place to live. She knew they was going to need a place to live for a long time. And she thought possible that Don might straighten his ass up and actually become a real man with a real family. But he didn't. He didn't because why? Because he's selfish and self-centered. Candace selfish and self-centered. They so worried about their fucking selves and their little habits and doing what they want to do. They didn't care about anything else. And that's why we're in the situation we're in now. Right? Just saying. Just saying. That's why we're here now, folks. And Miss Daisy can sit and coddle the Wells all she wants. I personally don't care. I personally don't care. You know, I'm allowed to have my opinion just like everyone else in this chat is allowed to have their opinion. And my opinion is Candace Wells is no fucking better than anyone else on this portrait. Not a damn lick better than anybody else up there. And she's a damn suspect in her own daughter's missing case. Just like all the other ones were until they were convicted. And I'm sure she's going to at some point be convicted as well. And that is my damn opinion, and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Because I've been down every avenue. And every avenue leads right back to 110 Ben Hill Road. And law enforcement the same way. They went down every avenue and it just led them right back to 110 Ben Hill Road, where they figured that's where it all started anyway. Law enforcement knew that these lying fucks were lying from day one. They were hiding. Don Wells went right past the police down that hill to pull his shit together because, like he said himself, what was tended had been carried out. He couldn't believe, he couldn't believe it was real until it was real. And then he needed to pull his shit together. Right? You know what it's like to stick your hand in a cookie jar. Right? You know. And then someone call out, there's cookies missing. And you know how you're not going to go confront your parent. You went and hid. You went and hid because you knew you were the culprit that did it. Right? That's what you did. That's what you did, and that's what they did as well. Only, it wasn't just a cookie. It was a whole child, a 5-year-old child. A 5-year-old baby. And do they care about that baby being laid to rest? So people can put flowers on her grave and tell her, how much they love her and look forward to seeing her again one day. And knowing that, that she's at peace. They don't care. They don't give a damn about that. Do they care about her brothers knowing where their sister's at and knowing they had nothing to do with it so that they could live a normal life and move forward and visit their sister, put flowers on her and tell her how much they love her? No. The Wells don't give a damn about that. The only thing they give a damn about is keeping their fucking freedom and not ending up in prison for whatever the hell happened June the 15th, 2021. And you think law enforcement don't know that? They sure in the hell do, right, Don and Candace? Well, you're their number one fucking suspects. Sure they know. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. They know. So it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. And Daisy will go over there, Oh, come over in my chat, y'all. Let me spoon feed y'all some of this shit. Don and Candace, good people. They good people. Well, Candace plainly said, she ain't celebrating June the 15th. She ain't celebrating May 15th. She's like, what is there to celebrate? What is there to celebrate? Well, bitch, I'll tell you what there is to celebrate. The fact that your ass ain't in prison yet. How about celebrating that? How about celebrating that? There you go. Right? There you go. But the rest of us, we are going to celebrate. And you know how? By getting on law enforcement's ass to get this case settled. By getting on their ass to see if they've got enough to prosecute the shit out of who they believe did it. And we all know who they believe did it. You, Grandis, and Donald. Grandis, Candace, and Donald, right? There you go. They don't need a body to prosecute. They just need enough evidence to show you done it. And I think they have that. I think they have that. Because you know what? You hid the jacket. You hid the dress. You hid the bathing suit. You hid all this shit that you could have gave to the search dogs. And instead you gave them a fucking sock. Or a pair of shorts that probably one of the boys had on their ass instead of Summer. That's why the dog went down the dog trail. Because it wasn't following Summer's scent. It was following the boys. And they go up and down through there constantly. You told Chris M that they do. You said there was many trails the boys ran up and down. Those boys were all over that hillside. So they wasn't even looking for Summer anyway. You let your dogs out to mess up the dogs that came in first time because you were afraid. That was purposely done. Any idiot knows to lock the dogs away when law enforcement's all over the place. Lock them away so the search dogs can come in, but you didn't. And then once they brought in new search dogs, once they brought in the new ones, you thought that, oh, well, I'll just throw them off by not giving them something she had on that day, which you very much had in your custody. You gave them something else. Right, Candace? Right? And that alone shows guilt. Right there. Guilty. You're guilty. My opinion, you're guilty. Sitting in a house instead of being out there trying to get into those woods to find your child, guilty. Not putting up no flyers or doing nothing to look for your daughter, guilty. Telling police where she ain't. You must know where she was, guilty. Trying to throw everyone else under a bus so you can get the attention off of you, guilty. I think they got damn plenty. I think they got damn plenty, and I think they should use it to get it done. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. And I'm going to stick that right in Ronnie Lawson's and Pruitt's ears. Trust and believe that. I'm going to stick it right in their ear. Yes, absolutely I am. Just like I'm going to stick it in their ear that you just threw another innocent person under the bus to take the focus off of you so you guys could get more support money for yourselves. You don't want nothing for your daughter or your boys, but you definitely want it all for you. You guys are some real pieces of fucking shit. You're pieces of shit. And we all out here know it. We all out here know it. Even Miss fucking Daisy knows it. She knows it, y'all. She knows it. And Jinkies knows it. They know it. They know it. Right? And it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know, I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale, people. I'm not for sale. Some people are. Some people are for sale. But we're not. Absolutely not. Right? Absolutely not. Shame, shame on Daisy and them for hating and turning on people, that love and care about Summer, want the best for Summer, want Summer to be brought home. Shame on them. Shame on them for turning on Summer's army, for them two fucking suspects. Them two guilty motherfuckers, in my opinion. Shame on you. I don't even know if that's something God will forgive. This is a 5-year-old little girl, a baby, that I'm sure Jesus is holding close. And this baby don't understand why someone could do what has been done to her. Right? She can't understand. And she needs to be found. She needs to be brought home. Justice needs to be served. How you can turn how you can turn on a little child, I don't know. But I do know, woes to those that do. Woe to those who do. God will get you. God will absolutely get you. No doubt in my mind. And Daisy, you're just as bad as them motherfuckers because you support it. You're just as bad as them. If you support a thief, you're just as bad as that thief. You support a liar, you're just as bad as that liar. We are not to support any type of evilness upon this earth. None whatsoever. None. But you support it. For what? Clicks, likes, views. Clicks, like, views. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. It helps support my channel. I'm gonna put out the link. Can's got a channel now. I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna help her promote her channel. We're gonna get her money, y'all. We're gonna get her monetized. We're gonna get her money. Maybe getting yourself a lot of money, Miss Daisy. You got Sherry over there with a Weir Garden t-shirt, right? Making them for $25 a pop. Chillbilly will make you one. $25 a pop. So it can go in yours and Chillbilly's accounts. Not Summer. Ain't supporting Summer at all. Because you're too busy wanting to support yourself. Why people even pay attention to your channel, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. But you know how I see it. If you're supporting that, you're not supporting Summer. You can't say that, you can't serve two masters. You can't go over there and support that evilness and then say you support righteousness. Because no, absolutely not. You got to pick your side. Either you're going to support righteousness, you're going to support the real victims. And in this case, it's Summer Moon Utah Wells. Or you're going to support, you're going to support the evilness. The fucking main suspects in this missing little girl's case. When people started doing that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. But you know what? It's still fucking wrong. It's still wrong, folks. It's still wrong. It's not right. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. And I'm going to tell you something. Don Candace Wells, we got your asses in the spotlight now, and you're going to stay in it. You're going to stay in it. You have thrown so many innocent people under the bus to get the focus off you. It ain't going to happen no more because we know now what you're doing. We know now what you're doing. You don't want to talk about Summer. You don't want to answer questions about Summer. When you do, you lie like a motherfucker, right? You lie. Lie, 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 lie. That's what you do. So who the fuck wants to hear your mouth anyway? Who wants to hear your infected freaking mouths talk? Nobody. And you know why they might be infected? It's because they're all ate up with them fucking lies you tell. There you go. Bingo. Bingo. There ain't enough antibiotics on the face of this earth to clean up the infection inside of them two people. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. And there won't ever be. There won't ever be. Absolutely not. That type of infection does nothing but get stronger and last longer. Right? It just is what it is. That kind of sound like a commercial, if you ask me. That's exactly that exactly describes it to a T, though. Absolutely. Stronger and longer. I can't believe, I can't believe that people listen to them as long as they already have. I don't know. She invited them, but they said, they're probably not going to be there. You think they're going to go to Daisy's house? Absolutely not. They're sucking Daisy dry, and Daisy's sucking them dry. Right? I mean, this is a bunch of heifers sucking each other dry. It's just gross. They using each other. They're using each other. Right there's the victim. Right there. It's the victim. Stupid is seeing the truth, knowing the truth, but still believing a lie. Y'all seen the truth. You know the truth. But there's a lot of people in Daisy's chat, right? Just to be there. Just to be there. That's the one thing I find out here in the YouTube world. One thing I find out here in the YouTube world that amazes me is there are a lot of people that'll follow evil just to be there. Just to be part of something. Man, it's not that important for me to be a part of something if it's evil. Hell no. I'm turning tail and get the hell out of there. I don't care who stays, but I'm gone. God ain't going to ask me about nobody but me. And he knows I'm going to do what's right. Not wrong. You know, I've been in that cesspool before. I know what it's like to be in that cesspool, right? I know what it's like. Hell no. Mm-mm. But there's a lot of people that'll, you know, they're like the wind. They'll blow whatever way. If Daisy hates the Wells tomorrow, they start hating the Wells. And Daisy knows this. She knows that these people, you know, she knows that these people are willing to think however she wants them to think, just to be there, just to listen to her fucking bullshit, her blowhard, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Um, no, no thanks. No thanks. Um, Daisy gets stick it where the sun don't shine, right? Because I'm not a fucking follower. I'm a leader. God made PG with my own brain, my own person, right? He gave me everything for me to use for me. I get to think how I want to think, do how I want to do. If I disagree with you, I'm going to let you know it. I'm going to let you know it. Now, I believe that you can agree to, disagree, hug it out at the end of the night and move on. But I'm going to tell you something. And that's when it comes to, different scenarios. Different scenarios of, did Summer even make it home that day? She made it home. Something happened from there. This, that, but it's not it's not it's not for coddling suspects. We know the Wells are number one suspects on law enforcement's list now. We know this for a fact. We know they are not cooperating with law enforcement for a fact. We know that they did nothing but lie. Now we know that they had Summer's clothing that they didn't give to law enforcement that could have helped find her, because why? They didn't want her found. I mean, come on, we got to face the truth. Right? We have to face the truth. So, why the hell is people supporting these number one suspects that did all of this against this little girl? Why are we even supporting them when they put all the children through hell for many years? A dirty freaking house, no food, abuse. Well, they sucked down liquor and did their substances and didn't give a damn. Why are we supporting trash like this? I don't know. I don't know, because I'm not. I'm not. None of Summer's army is doing it. None of Summer's army is supporting them, because all Summer's army knows what the hell they done from day one. And I'm not talking about the day she came missing. I'm talking about day one when she was born. Right? We don't support that shit. And I have no respect for people that do. I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't. This is about Summer, Moon, Utah Wells, not Dawn and fucking Candace. And I'm damn sick of Daisy trying to make it about them instead of Summer. I'm damn sick of it. Yeah. And they can all go take a flying fuck. Right? They can all go take a flying fuck. There you go. I said it. I'm going to tell you something. Yeah. This channel makes peanuts. This channel, Summer's channel, makes peanuts. But I'm going to tell you something. It's because we're doing everything right and nothing wrong. It makes peanuts. Because we ain't afraid to speak the truth. We ain't afraid to say it like it is. And you know what? We're going to continue. We're going to continue to keep doing it. There you go, Daisy. You know why, Daisy? Because Summer's Army sold ain't for sale. We don't sell our soul for the fucking click, likes, views, or the pennies and peanuts. Hell no. We don't do that. You know what we do, Miss Daisy? We pray. We pray. And God brings everything we need forth for us. Just like He's going to bring that baby forth. And we're going to learn the truth. We're going to know the truth. And we're going to get justice. Now, Don and Candace has made it very clear that they believe they put her somewhere where nobody's ever going to find her. I beg the difference. I beg the difference because God already knows where she's at. God knows where she's at. And trust and believe He will let her be found. Too many people praying for that baby. Too many agreeing. And it will be done. It will be done. Gracie, I appreciate you becoming a member and supporting Summer's channel. God bless. God bless and much love. And I thank you for Summer too. I know if she was here, she would. And I'm going to thank you for her. Thank you. God bless. Oh no, you don't see none of that here. Nope. Nope. We believe in rendering unto Caesar's what is Caesar's and unto God what is God's, right? Exactly. Nope. You know, Benny Keys came out one day and did a big live, right? And he said, PG, you ain't screwing nobody else out of money. You're just fucking yourself out of it. And Benny, I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for the money, buddy. That's what you're here for, not me. I'm here for this little girl and every other missing child that needs to be found, brought home, and justice gotten for. That's what I'm here for. So you know you wasted your breath that day. You wasted your breath. Might have been another second that, you know, there might have been another second that you could have breathed that atrocious breath on someone, but you lost it by wasting it on me. There you go. That's what I got to say to Benny Keys. Another thing I'd like to say is, you know, Jinkies, Daisy, I wish you would quit putting up innocent people's pictures, making fun of innocent people that have nothing to do with Summer Moon Tall Wells case at all. They probably don't even know about the true crime community. I don't know if they do or not, but it's a good possibility that, a lot of these people that you're saying is PG knows nothing about all of this. You're putting up pictures of people I don't know. You're saying these people are me. It's not. You're putting them in witch costumes and making a mockery out of them. And, why don't you think about their families? Why don't you think about, you wouldn't want nobody doing that to you. You wouldn't want anyone doing that to you or your loved ones or anything like that. Why are you doing it to someone else out there? Why are you doing it to some other innocent person that absolutely has nothing to do with all this? I have told you on more than one occasion, it isn't me. It's not me. I don't know why you're doing it. It's sad that you guys do what you do, and you don't care. You don't care who you target and who you hurt. And you could seriously get some innocent person hurt. I mean, you're targeting me. You're targeting me, meaning that you're fucking evil anyway. You're targeting me with, a single mom with 4 kids. You're targeting me to try to get me and my children hurt. But you're getting innocent people that are not me. It's evil enough what you're doing. Like you tried to send a man over here one night and he plainly stated to you, I'm not going to go over there and attack a woman. I don't attack women. You guys are really fucking evil. And I absolutely understand how you can support the Wells and doing all the things you guys are doing, because you got the devil in you to the core. You really do. And I don't care if you take these innocent people's pictures down or not, because that's your sin to live with, not mine. It's not my sin to live with. I do feel bad that you're doing it to these people. I really do. I really do. But it's not my sin. It's yours. It's yours. You live with that. That ugly all belongs to you. But I'm going to tell you what. I will not trade. I will not trade evil for evil. I made a picture for you, Jinkies. I made a picture for you. I once thought that you was for the little girl in this picture. I really did. I wish you would go back to being for this little girl in the picture. I hope you do. But I will not make an ugly picture or return evilness for evil. I'm not going to do it, because my God tells me to return good for evil. And that's what I decided to do tonight. There you go, Jinkies. That's your picture. I put up your sister's picture the other night. No evil there. No evil there. That's what separates PG from you guys. This right here. That's what separates us. And it will always separate us, I'm afraid. There you go. I feel that there's been too much hatred in this case. I feel that, we have all gave the Wells everything that they, they have wanted by hating on each other, fighting each other, the creators going at each other. The whales just pick which creator, you know, because they know they got their pick of, their pick for the puckered up lips, except here. Except here. There are no fucking lips here, right? They come here, they answer the hard questions, or get the fucking hell out of here. Because we don't give a damn. We don't need the wills. They ain't going to tell the fucking truth anyway, right? And then even if they do tell their big lies, then then I got to get a headache to try to decipher what the hell was true because in every lie there's truth. So now I got to get a headache to decipher what the fuck was true in the bullshit they were saying, right? So is it even worth fucking having them around? No, not in my book, right? Not in my book. I don't fucking need them to keep their daughter's name out here, to keep her alive, to keep on law enforcement, to put the shit together and get their asses arrested. I don't have to have them around to get the good things done. There is no ass kissers over here. But there is a lot of pucker uppers. Like Daisy, right? Like Cam and Allie's, like Benny Keys. There's a lot that will pucker up. They know it. They know it. And they seek these people out in order to to cause diversion for their own missing daughter, for their own missing child, right? You tell me, folks. Well, they're not going to get any diversion out of PG anymore. They're not going to get it. I'm going to tell you something, Don and Candace Wells. When it comes to the other creators and stuff, you're not going to get that diversion anymore because we're all going to pull together. And I'm going to tell you what you're going to get. You're going to, all the diversion's coming back at you now. There you go. We're all coming at you. We all got our eyes on you. We're all calling you and Candace out. And we're calling law enforcement too. Trust and believe that. Every time you open your fucking mouths, law enforcement knows what you said. So there you go. It's not about the creators any longer. This is all about you and Candace. And you guys want support? Well, we're going to give you the support you want. We're going to start calling your fucking guiltiness out. We're going to start, making sure you get all the attention that you fucking want. You're going to get all the attention you two want. Right? Because we're going to keep asking what happened June 15, 2021. We're going to keep asking why you lied. Why you wasn't looking for your daughter. Why you didn't want the billboards up. Why you wanted the money in your pocket. Why you didn't want the reward fund once you found out you couldn't get it. Yeah. Why did you research how to, well, you didn't, but you had other people research how you pass a lie detector's test. You had other people researching, if your asses were going to go to jail or not for, Don Wells essaying his stepsisters, right? Yeah. Let's talk about all of that. That's what we want to talk about. That's what we want to bring out here. That's what we want to make memes of. Right? So you guys are about to get all the attention you want. You know the attention that creators used to put on one another with all the memes, funny memes and stuff? All of those are going to belong to you and Candace now. Until your daughter's found. Until law enforcement gets off their asses and decides to prosecute the shit out of you and put you in prison where you belong. That's my opinion, and I'm going to keep it because you know what? There's too many shits that says you're guilty and nothing saying you're innocent. Everything's pointing toward you guys, including the fact that you said what was tended came to pass on June the 15th, 2021. You said that you pulled down into um, the bank where your boys was, went right past police officers. I know the typical parents would have pulled right where the police are, got out and been like, "You need to find my child." You wouldn't have went looking for kids. You would have looked for grown adults that can help you, and that was law enforcement. But you chose to go past them because you knew that you're probably going to have your ass in a lot of trouble, and you needed to pull your shit together because you couldn't believe that act that what you guys had already pre-planned had been carried out that day. It got real for you. It got real for you. It was finally real. And you told that it was pre-planned when you said you had your daughter in your hands asleep and you was crying, telling her how much you loved her. No, you're telling her how sorry you fucking was for being a piece of shit that had planned to do what happened on June 15th, 2021. That's what the fuck you were crying about. Don Wells. And you have a nasty wife and a freaking creepy grandma that carried it out. Two horrible people sitting up there that had no more feelings for children than you did in on it. There you go, folks. There you go. You went to answers to what happened on June 15th, 2021. Listen to Don Wells' own fucking mouth. And it will tell you what the hell happened to their daughter. If I had more time tonight, I'd go in my files and I would find where he said it. Where he said it out of his own mouth. That what was tended was carried out on June 15th, 2021. And he tells you about holding his daughter in his arms and bawling. Because he knew he'd done betrayed her. Like Judas betrayed Jesus. Right? How does a sick ass motherfucker do something like that? Answer that, what, Mr. and Mrs. Wells? Answer that. Answer that. Right? I'm going to tell you something. No, he didn't. No, he said it wasn't a dream. He said that, he's wide awake and something was talking to him. Yeah. Yeah, sure was. Sure was talking to him. It was his own fucking mind betraying his child. I tell you what was talking to him. Either a shitload of drugs or a shitload of money. All right? Was talking to him. Probably Benjamin Jackson. Maybe even a few grants, right? I'm going to tell you something about people like Don and Candace Wells. $5 is a lot of money to them type of that kind of scum. $5 is a lot of money to them. $5 ain't a lot of money to us, right? It's not a lot of money to us because we know how to spend our money wisely, right? We get all we can for our dollar, right? We get our bang for our buck. But people like that, money goes through their hands like water because they got habits, right? They got substance abuse problems. They got, they piss it out. They piss it out. There you go. They snort it up. They stick it in every hole in their fucking body. They're just disgusting. What can I say? And people like that don't ever have nothing. They don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, right? It is what it is. The children had to eat $1 pizza a day. $1 pizza a day. And we don't even know if they got one every day. We don't know if they got one every day. They could have got a couple and had to split them, right? They could have got a couple and had to split them. I mean, it is obvious that these children had one meal a day. This little girl gets up, no breakfast, no lunch, possibly no fucking dinner. Candace first said that, they got home, they, put away the groceries and made sandwiches and they ate. She did some laundry. And then now she says, well, Summer had a hot dog before they left that morning. A hot dog, a cold hot dog. No sandwich when they got home. So that obviously the sandwich thing was a lie. Right? So these were kids that probably some days didn't get no food at all. Got no food at all, people. None. And that's what Daisy wants to put them back into. That's what she's fighting to put them back. Daisy doesn't care what happens to those kids because those are not her kids. Right? They're not her kids. So she don't give a damn. All she cares about is, doing whatever she has to do to get them click, likes, and views and that money. So, it is what it is. Yeah, she tried to say they had Sam. Well, she forgot. What happened was she forgot, right? Because liars do that. Liars can't ever keep their story straight. She don't remember what she said back when, right? She vacationed with Kathy for 8 months and running all over hell and back and still sucking down her liquor and hanging with Donald now and one dirty hotel room or another. And she don't care. She personally just don't give a fuck what she has to say because her and Don Wells think that, they're safe. They're safe. No body, no conviction. They think they're safe. But I am here to let you know they're not. Because law enforcement does not need a body to make an arrest. Absolutely not. No, I'm going to tell you. The Teletubby sisters are not fucking Christians. Trust and believe that. They use God just like the Wells. They use him. They use him. They don't worship him. If they did, they wouldn't. If they did, they wouldn't have the freaking twisted black tongues lying, saying things that ain't true. They wouldn't be putting innocent people's pictures up that have nothing to do with nothing out here. They've been told 100 times, it's not me. Stop it. But they're not. They're pure evil. Absolutely. Peace pugs. Exactly. Just evil. And I want no part of that. I want no part of that at all. I'm done. I'm done with the Teletubby sisters. They pick their side and it's the evil side. so be it. So be it. It's just, it is what it is. Go for it. Yeah, I hold nothing against you on Sherry. Nothing at all. Nothing. To be honest with you, you're I think you're about the most righteous thing on that channel. To be honest. I really do. I really do. But, they got you to where you feel like you need to go along with a lot of their evilness, and it is what it is. It is what it is. That's all I can say. A lot of people There's a lot of people out there that do that. They feel that like they need friends or whatever, and they do whatever to that's how a lot of really good people get you know get a messed up life, right? They want to be part of the crowd, part of the scene, everything going on, and before you know it, they're sucked in and chewed up and spit out. That's kind of like that's kind of like this life. You know that's like this life. You know, if you get there's going to be a lot of people. A lot of people are sucked up in the cesspool, and right now being chewed up, and God's going to eventually spew them into hell, right? And that's for eternity. I don't think I want to be a part of that. It's not for me. You know, I rather I rather be in the righteous side of things. I rather stay away from all of that, not go along with it. I rather buck it. Some people say if you can't beat it, join it. No, that ain't my fucking motto. My motto is with God, I will whoop the hell out of it, and I don't have to join it. There you go. So, yeah, Crooked Arrow is Miss Sherry. And I hold no animosity against Sherry. I really think that a lot of times, I know they're using her up. And if Miss Daisy dropped her channel tomorrow, she probably wouldn't talk to Sherry ever again. I mean, or if she did, it wouldn't be for long. She'd just go back to wherever the hell she came from, right? Daisy go back to whatever she was before all of this. If it wasn't paying her. If it wasn't paying her to stay, she'd be gone. And she can talk about anybody she wants to, but she's not like this channel, excuse me. She's not like this channel. Miss Daisy isn't going to, she ain't going to tell it like it is. Because telling it like it is, going to get your ass nothing. Right? It's going to get your ass nothing. No. I mean, like, you don't go in hers, and don't come in here playing music. Don't do anything that's against the rules or whatever, because I don't want I have to make my money, y'all. I gotta make my money. Yeah, she wants to make sure that money's coming in. Over here, we don't give a damn. I work a job. I make enough of my own. I make enough of my own. I mean, God knows, over the last couple months, I could have brought a lot of sad stories out here, right? I could have brought a lot of sad stories out of here. Everybody in my business. Feel sorry for PG. No. Absolutely not. I will take care of my own, as I did before I got here, and I will be doing, while I'm here, and I will continue to do when I'm gone from here. So, that's why you got a freaking job. That's why you work. You get up and you go to work. You get a freaking paycheck, and you double it out, right? You have to pay Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Uncle Sam, and a whole lot of other bullshit that you didn't even see coming at you. But it's called life. It's called life. Right? And then you pray that your car makes it that extra mile to the gas station, so you can put the last pennies you got in the tank, and hope it lasts us until payday. That's what we do. That's what all of you do. That's what PG does. That's what we all do. Except Miss Daisy. If she goes around the block, she'll be on a line telling you all how you need to give her gas money to get home. Oh, y'all, we're way out here, and I don't know how we're going to pay for the gas. Well, here's her cash app goes flying up, and oh, thank you for that cash app. Oh, thank you. Oh, that I'm telling y'all, if it wasn't for you, I couldn't pull through it. Now, next time I decide to go shopping or take a ride around the block, I'll make sure that I throw that cash app up again so you can pay for it. Right? Ring the bell. Yeah, ring the bell. The fucking cowbell. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on. I think I might have that cowbell. Oh yeah, let's listen to it. Cash app, cash app, cash app, cash app. There you go, y'all. Right? There you go. There you go. Super sticker, super chat. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Not enough. That's not enough. Well, I guess I better be thankful for everything. I'm thankful for everything I get. But it's super chat, super chat. Oh, I appreciate that super chat. Oh, $1.99. $50. Woo, baby. Super chat. Woo, baby. Yeah, that's the way it goes over there, right? That's the way it goes over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I bet Daisy's looking for a fucking bell right now. How did PG get my bell? All right. She looking, Janky, you got my bell? You got my bell, girl. I heard PG ringing a bell. Is that my bell? No, Daisy. No, we don't ring bells. Just, just, just to make fun of you. You right? Ringing yours. That's all. We don't ring bells over here for cash apps, Venmos, all the shit that I don't believe you righteously could have. That's for sure. Oh, it's Crooked Arrow.
Art.
How you doing? How you doing,
I'm
Sherry?
doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
How you doing, Swear Garden? I'm sorry. I have to laugh.
Square Garden's doing
That's
just
funny.
fine.
Now you got to admit that's funny.
Hey,
You
I love
have
it.
to admit
I
that's funny.
absolutely
Admit it.
love it.
Admit it. I
Absolutely
love it
love
too
it.
when people call me names. I think it's the funniest thing in the world. I really do. I don't get upset about stuff like that. I just laugh and roll with it. You
You
should
roll
know
with
me
the
by
flow,
now.
huh?
You should know me by now. You see me. I don't have to do this at all, but I do it because number one, it's a social outlet for me to do this. And yes, I love listening to different opinions and views on things. There is nothing better. I get to take in everything, and then I get to make the decision myself, all my by myself. As one of my kids said, all my by self. Yes, I get to make my own opinion. I am not swayed, neither here nor yonder. I'm kind of like Switzerland. I'm kind of ambivalent about the whole thing. Uh, I can see all possibilities, I think, at all angles, but I cannot come to a definitive conclusion about anything. And I can't do that. It's like
Well,
I say on everybody else's channel. I am not the judge. There is only one judge. And it's not Sherry.
well,
Okay?
I'm going to tell you, Miss Sherry, there is only one final judge, which is
Yes,
God.
you are right.
But there is on Earth here, there is, there is man-made laws that have to be followed as well as God's laws, right?
Yes.
And and like 99.9% of those man-made laws,
Came from the
fall,
Bible.
well, yeah, they fall in accordance with God's laws.
Right.
I mean, if you are God fearing, upstanding citizen, following
Yes.
the the laws of even just the land, then what I'm saying is, if every citizen followed just the laws on earth that's made by our court systems and by um our
If I'll
government.
just make
And
it simpler that I'll make it simpler than that. If everybody in the world followed the golden rule, do unto
well,
others as you would have them do unto you.
that's
If
true.
that was the
That's
only
true.
thing, if
That's
everybody would
true.
follow that
But
one
but but
principle, then
but we
there would
have
be
people
peace in the world.
we
There would
have
be
people,
peace in the
Jerry, that
world.
believe in we have a lot of people that believe in science, right? They believe in science. So those people, those
Science? Did you say
well,
science?
a
Like
lot of people,
SCIENCE?
a lot of people believe, you know, that the world and everything was created in a different way. So,
Yes, I've been
with
exposed
that,
to all kinds of
with
theories.
that being said, what I'm saying is,
I still
if
go back
all
to the
humans,
original
if
theory
all humans on this earth just
called
followed,
Genesis.
just followed the man-made laws on this earth.
Never
Nobody,
happened.
they wouldn't be,
It will never happen. As long
well,
as
we
there's
know
been
this.
people
We
on the
know
earth,
this.
PG, as long as there's
We
been
know
people on
this.
the earth, there has been some sin committed. Now look at Adam and Eve. She
There
was
you go.
she did it. And you know what? It wasn't an apple. Apples don't grow there. It was more likely a pomegranate. It's more likely what it was.
Well,
Because
I beg the difference because,
okay,
you
beg
know,
to differ with me. I love it.
okay, I beg the difference because she didn't do it. The snake did, right? If the snake wouldn't have tempted her, then she wouldn't have did what she did to tempt her husband, right?
No.
Yes, because
No.
she got
God
beguiled.
put her here and she had a choice.
The Bible said she was beguiled.
Beguiled?
And
Beguiled like tricked?
so here's the
Is that what
thing.
you're saying? Like
Here's
the serpent tricked
but here's the thing.
the
You know,
serpent tricked her into eating the fruit.
if it was all her fault, then why did the snake get put down on his belly? Why did the snake have to eat dust for the rest of his days? Why was the snake going to bruise your heel and you're going to bruise his head? What I'm
Hey,
saying
I've
is
got a good question for you.
it sinned, right?
All right. Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel. Cain
Right,
killed Abel, and they had a son named Seth. How
right.
did the world propagate after that?
How did the world what?
Propagate, uh, uh, populate after that with three sons.
Well,
That's
you know,
kind
I
of a
don't.
hard question, isn't it?
No,
I
it
asked my
isn't.
father.
Well, I'm going to tell you what your father obviously didn't finish reading the Bible because Adam and Eve, Adam
My
and Eve.
dad taught Sunday school for adult classes for 35 years.
Well, he should have been able to
He
explain
got
it to
his
him.
room so filled up he had to move it to the hall down in the
Just
basement of the building.
the point being is, Sherry, the point being is the Bible told you that Adam and Eve had other sons and daughters. It said they had Cain and Abel.
And
Yes,
Seth.
they had Seth, and
And
then
Seth.
they had other. They had went on to have other sons and daughters as well. So
Well,
that's how the world's getting populated.
okay. All right. I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked my father. Exactly. And this is a good question. Think about it. Is that not incestuous to have these children with two parents? And I just have a lot of questions. God forgives me for that. He made my mind the way it is, and He expects me to ask questions. He actually knows who I am, and He knows I'm curious. I'm curious, 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 very curious. I have a quest for knowledge I will never lose the rest of my life. The more I can learn, the better I will become.
You can't ask those questions on this panel because we don't question God. See ya. Have to go to Miss Daisy's and ask those questions, folks, because we don't question God over here. And no, no, sorry. Um, Sherry had to go. She had to go to Daisy's and talk about that because, nope, I'm afraid not. You know, um, read the Bible. You'll get all the answers you want, Sherry. You were a school teacher. You read all kinds of books. That's one book you need to, you know, don't just read it. Try to understand it, right? Because reading and understanding is two completely different things. But over here, we don't question God, and like I said, I don't want other people's sins being my sins, and I don't know what she's going to say next, so I'm not interested in it. Um, you know, I'm sorry, but Sherry gonna have to take that somewhere else. I personally fear God, and no, no, sorry, ain't happening, not today. Yeah, she's supposed to have been a school teacher. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she asking her dad everything. If you're a school teacher, I think you could figure it all out on your own. That's just my thought. You know, and I don't think my thinking's wrong, but um, I don't know. I mean, Sherry always wants to. Sherry always wants to. Sherry truly, yeah, she truly don't like me. I don't even know why she comes up on my panel, because she truly does not like me at all. Right? That is a given. She's always wanting to put her punts out there. Um, you know, and I feel sorry for her. You know, I don't always punt back, but because you know she's one of those people. I just feel like I have to say, I have to say what same thing I guess Jesus said. Father, they know not what they do. Right? Father, they know not what they do. That's the best I can describe it. It is what it is. Yeah, they do. They do, GP. Absolutely. They do. They threaten me constantly, right? They can stick that up their crawl hole, too. They can stick that up their crawl hole like I give a damn. Yeah, Don said $5 pizza, and Candace is like, no, $1, right? $1. And then I'm sure she told the kids if they go up 50 cents, you guys, you're gonna only get one to split, because she's got to have her vapes, right? She's got to have her vapes. Don's got to have his substance. They got to have their booze. I mean, that's really important shit. That's really important stuff when your kids are starving. They ain't no arguments. God knows there's no arguments here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They have 4 kids that they lost this time. Candace had 3 other children that she lost before. Donald had 2. You know, so I mean, these are people that constantly, I mean, 9 children. 9 children. You have 9 children that these people totally destroyed. 9. 9 children totally fucking destroyed. Right? There you go. I mean, those kids were put those children were put through things that they were put through things that so many people won't ever know nothing about. It's, abuse. Abuse is undescribable. It's undescribable. The scars and the pain, the issues that it ends up leaving behind with the victims, is unbearable. And and it will not ever be fully overcame. I mean, people that are abused like this, people that are abused like that every day have to fight. They have to fight every day to overcome it, right? They have to fight. And they didn't choose for it to happen. People feel sorry for people that are addicted to alcohol. But they chose to be addicted. They were old enough when they started drinking to choose not to drink or to drink, to choose not to become an alcoholic or to be one. They had choices. Child abuse is not a choice. Drug addiction is a choice as well. It's a choice. You make that choice the first time you ever did it. And then you make a choice to continue to do it or not. And that, that's a choice that person made. Let's feel sorry for them. Child abuse, it's not a choice. And they live with it every day too. They live with it every single day of their life, no matter how old they get. And they gotta fight like hell to overcome it, to be different, to do not what was done to them, to not let the people that did it live burnt free in their head, to understand that they done nothing to cause it, that it was all the person that done it, to understand they were a true victim, that played no part into what happened to them. It's hard. That's super hard. So, for me, that's the people I'm going to feel sorry for. I'm going to support and I'm going to feel sorry for those victims that, fight every damn day of their life because they have no choice. They had no choice in what happened to them. And they have no choice but to fight every day to overcome it. That's the people I feel sorry for. Addiction is a choice. Addiction is a choice to, it's, you like doing it, you wanted to do it, you like doing it, or maybe you were pushed into doing it and you like doing it after you did it. If you're pushed into doing something that you don't want to do, you won't never do it again. Right? You're not going to do it again. I mean, one time and done. I don't care what it is. One time and done. You're not going to do it no more. If you go back for seconds, third, fourth, fifth, don't blame no damn body but yourself. That's just how I feel about things. Blame nobody but you. Don't act like it's my problem that you made the wrong choices. Right? Because when I make the wrong choices, I have to blame myself. I have to blame me. That's all my problem. That's my fault. I got to go seek help. Right? I have to seek help. If that's the, if that's the choice I made, if it's something that, is something I did that I can't fix, then I have to seek help getting it fixed, right? Even if it's my person, right? I mean, like some people, if I make the choice to act out crazy and beat my head on a wall and bust it open, why, how's that your problem? It's not your problem. I have to take self blame that I was crazy enough to hit my head on a freaking wall. And now I got to take my ass to the doctors and get stitches to get that fixed, right? And maybe I should learn not to do that. I should learn not to do that, right? You don't hit your head against the wall. No, I don't hit my head on a wall, but I've seen people that do. I've seen people that have. I've seen people that, hit the wall hard enough to break their freaking knuckles. Their hand swells up, and, then they have to end up going to emergency room and, using ice packs and all kinds of stuff. And, they want to make their hand your problem. No, mother freaker, you busted that shit up. Put your own, now lick your own wounds. That's how people learn not to be doing nothing, is make them lick their own wounds. Make them take self-blame. If we keep blaming everybody else in the world and we keep feeling sorry for everyone else, they're not going to learn nothing. They're just going to have a big old freaking pity party, and possibly do it even more because it's getting them attention. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Maybe when people quit paying attention and quit giving the pity parties and telling these people, well, that was your choice. That's your problem. Blame yourself. Handle it yourself. Don't include me. I got my own damn life to live. They will stop. We ever think about that? We ever think about that one? What we need to stop is what can't be controlled, right? What we need to step in and stop is what can't be controlled. People who have addictions can control, they can seek help, and they can get, they're big boys and girls. They can seek the help they need. They can get the help they need. They can take care of themselves. They were big enough to go get it and do it. Then they're big enough to, to get off of it and do what it takes to do that. What we need to focus on, in my book, what we need to focus on is the things that, can't be controlled. And that is child abuse. Children are being abused every day. They have no choice. They have no choice. They had no choice to say yes or no. These are what we need to stop. That's what we need to focus on. And that's what we need to get, a better grip on in this country. And that's what we need to, if we can, eliminate, is these children being abused so badly. Let those people that that big enough to make their own choices, once they make bad choices, well, that was their choice. They need to clean it up themselves. Sorry. Yeah. Substance abuse and alcohol abuse does cause a disease. You know what disease it is? It kills your liver. It kills your brain cells. That's what it does. And causes a lot of other things. It destroys the body. So why are, oh, I don't want to smell a cigarette. I don't want to smell smoke. Get smoke away from me. But yet you'll take stuff that destroys your inner organs. Great. Okay. I ain't never known a cigarette to destroy a person's liver. Right? And there's no real proof it destroys anything else, right? No proof it destroys anything else. So I don't know. You know, there's people that don't smoke at all. They get cancer, right? They get lung cancer. They get all kinds of cancers. Had never smoked a cigarette in their life. Could it be because they live near a bunch of power lines? Could it be because, they're smelling diesel fuel? Could it be because they're eating a bunch of food that's, been downloaded with a bunch of additives, right? A bunch of things that ain't good for you? Could it be because of, um, all the chemicals to clean their house and spraying their yards and air fresheners and all that other junk? Could it be because of the nail salons? You ever walk in one of them places? Yeah, you definitely need a mask to keep yourself healthy. I mean, that shit smells like it could coat your whole body, let alone your lungs. You know, whole lot of things, right? But we're gonna worry. We're gonna worry about a cigarette. Wow. Okay. I ain't never seen such lack of intelligence in my life as there is today in this world. Like it's like nobody is using their common sense anymore. Just common everyday sense, right? Common everyday sense. I don't know. The Bible says, people get wiser but weaker. That's the truth. I don't know. I personally, I don't think about, them putting substances or whatever when they laid me out for a funeral, right? Now, if they want, they can, bury me upside down so everybody that passes by could kiss my ass like Miss Daisy. Right? There you go. That's they could do that. I want to tell you something. I personally, look at a lot of people worry about death, right? If you fell dead right now, that's somebody else's problem, right? If you left this carcass, if you walked out of your carcass right now, that's somebody else's problem. They have to clean that carcass up, not you, right? Why you care? Why you care? The only thing you better be caring about is Jesus. That Jesus took your hand when you came out of that carcass. When you drop this shell of, the shell of a body off, you better hope Jesus is standing there to lead you on to the next world. That's it. I mean, why do you care? Ain't your problem. That's right. That's right, Sherry. That's your own damn problem. Absolutely. Absolutely. But well, then vapes, I don't know. I see you doing vapes. So, yeah, that's definitely your own damn problem. I hear them vapes really tear your lungs up. I hear I actually have heard of teenagers passing away because from smoking vapes. Now, I didn't ever hear one teenager passing away from smoking a cigarette. Not one. But I've heard of them passing away smoking vapes. So, go figure, right? Go figure. It's okay to vape, but it ain't okay to smoke. What the hell? Kind of crazy to me. God made tobacco. God, it grows. It grows. He made tobacco, so, obviously to calm PG's nerves. And to be honest with you, it's only working 80% now, right? I might need to find me some stronger cigarettes. Yeah, that's what I heard. Right. One goody good. One goody good is like smoking, from my understandings, smoking one pin, and that's using paper. One pin is basically equivalent to a carton of cigarettes. So, so much for the people, the Indians, right? But them Indians live to be old. They live to be old. So, I don't know. I might go get me a peace pipe. I'm about to go get me a peace pipe. I don't even try to quit. I don't even try to quit because you know something? It's like the only habit I got, and I'm keeping it. I don't care. It's the only habit I got. I'm keeping it. Give me a cup of coffee. Give me a cup of coffee and a pack of smokes, man, and I'd be the happiest. I'd be the happiest girl in the whole USA. I'd be singing it. I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA. Skippity doo da skippity day. Right? Something like that. I don't know. But it's funny. I'd be singing it. Give me that coffee. Give me that pack of cigarettes. Hell yeah. I'd be singing Smell on Me Sunshine. Off with me world. It's a skippity doo da day. Right? We all know the lyrics. Right? We all know the lyrics. Take me out. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if we ever come back. Now it's root for the home team. Right? my home team is heaven. Right? That's what I'm rooting for. I ain't trying to get that 1, 2, 3 strikes, I'm out. At the old ball game. Right? I'll leave that shit for Don and Candace. Right? I'm going to leave that for them. They about to get the old 1, 2, 3 strikes, they're out. with Ronnie Lawson and Prune Pruitt. you wait till, you wait till Ronnie and Pruitt's able to put them cuffs on their asses. That Pruitt, he mean as hell. I know Pruitt. Pruitt's gonna be kicking the shit out of him. He's gonna be kicking the shit out of him after they ran him all up and down every. They ran that poor guy up and down every damn avenue in Hawkins County, right? He gonna be like, I knew it was you all the time. Yeah, it's coming soon. It is. Hawkins County Law Enforcement. It's coming soon. Hawkins County Law Enforcement. Get your tickets. Don and Candace. Get your tickets. It's coming. Be there, be square. Right? It's going to be a be there, be square. The refrigerator's a topic in chat. What refrigerator? They didn't have one. What refrigerator? I don't know how a refrigerator for the Wells could be a topic. They didn't have one. It was that bitch was out in the yard. It was out in the yard. They had a mini fridge. They had a real refrigerator in the yard, a mini fridge in the house, and neither one worked. Right? Neither one worked. Don was sitting out there beating the hell out of it. Remember? He was beating the hell out of that refrigerator. He was like, talking to the news lady, and he was like, boom, 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 right? he was pounding that bitch. He's like, I don't know what they did out here to this thing. I was like, whoa. The lady was stepping back like, who's he gonna start swinging that stick at next? Right? Like, I can't believe they sent me up here. Right? They had no refrigerator, but they had a microwave for a morning hot dog. Hot dog. It's no longer. You remember the kid always calling popcorn, popcorn. Everybody laughed, and that's the history. That's history now. It's hot dog. Hot diggity dog. That's the new one. You want to make something funny, you have to say hot dog. Hot dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog. Yeah, that's it. Justin, you got it. You got it. Cricket hero. Yeah, I was getting a beating with the stick, wasn't it? He was pounding it. He was pounding it out. Grand dog and can. Yeah. I'd tell you what kind of dog was up there. It was a lion dog. That's what it was. A lion dog. It was a stinking lion dog up there. Trust to believe that. Oh, spread the love. I appreciate that. Spread love. 5157. Super sticker. Yes. Absolutely. I appreciate you supporting Summer's channel. God bless. God bless. Hold on a minute. Maybe we should do this. Super sticker, y'all. Super sticker. All right. We gotta really get it going tonight. we got we gotta get some. We gotta do the daisy. Dude up the daisy. Dude up the daisy. That's what we gotta do. Right. That damn bell, making me deaf. Fucking bell. I want to tear up my own bell. Pull that little thing out the end of it. Trying to damage my ears. What the hell? I'm sorry. That bell was the worst idea ever, right? Miss Daisy must need a hearing aid, because that damn thing got my ears ringing longer than I rung it. Right? Got my freaking ears ringing. What the hell? Oh shit. Somebody called a doctor. Oh, shit. I don't think I'm ever going to hear it. I don't think I'm ever going to hear the same again. How she shakes the bell, I don't know. Yeah, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. I think I just got even with myself. Right? I just got even with my damn self. Oh shit. That's not a joke, man. I think that's the truth. I think it's the truth. Sorry, you guys. I grabbed me a pop. Yeah. It's messed my own ears up. Sitting here wondering, like, what the fuck you laughing about? Right? That's funny shit. PG got to go across the room. I had to go across the room get a freaking pop. Damn PG. Yeah, that damn bell. The damn bell ringing in my ears after I rung it. I'm like, what? Oh shit. Oh Oh God. You're, you're here. That ain't a snort. That's a damn cold I've got. I got this damn cold. I've been fighting the hell out of it for days. I can't get rid of it. It's hanging on. Right? It's hanging on like Don and Candace, like Don and Candace is to each other. Right? This cold's got to leave, man, because it ain't got nothing on me. This damn cold's got to go. It ain't got nothing on me. them two, them two have to stick together because they got shit on each other, right? Oh damn. Oh shit. Yeah. I probably got this shit from Miss Daisy and them. Go for a brisk walk. I tell you. where where I live, your brisk walk might be your last walk. Right? Brisk walk might be your last walk. You better not walk too far. You better not walk too far. Oh shit. Hey, Pink Swan, am I talking about you? What the fucking name is Pink Swan anyway? The Pink Swan. Why don't you go take a bath with what one chick over there, Daisy's? Why don't you go take a bath with that one chick over at Daisy's? Last duck she bathed with died. All right. She was over there telling a story about bathing with a duck and it died. That's one you don't want to tell about, right? Hey, Pink Swan, you just got a boot in the ass. See you later, alligator. Farewell, crocodile. Oh, Pink Swan. Yeah, she go over there. She go over there and she go there and take a bath with that chick. Took a bath with a duck. She's talking about, I took a bath with a duck and it died. All right. Oh, damn. You killed the fucking duck. She said it went and commit suicide. That's a true story. That's a true story. I think that Sloth told it over there. That chick named Sloth. Is that her name? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's rolling. That's some funny shit. Oh shit. You guys didn't hear that one? I heard it. Yeah. They were all on Daisy's channel telling I don't know what. He was telling something, right? That sounds something. And then she told her story. That was her story. She said she's back with the duck. and, and the duck committed suicide. That's what she said. I was like, what? Oh, damn. That's funny shit. Like, what the fuck you backing with the duck for? It's supposed to be rubber ducky, not real fucking ducky, right? Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not lying, man. She really did tell that story. She really did. It was that one. It was that one woman over there named Sloth, the one that, the one that always, she always going to say a prayer and nobody gets nothing out of it. That's the one I'm talking about. She's like, she always going to say a prayer and I don't get nothing. I don't ever feel the spirit moving. Right? Like, where's the spirit? Don't do nothing for me. Like, damn. Supposed to get some kind of movement when people pray. Right? Yeah. That's her name, Sloth. I think. I don't know. That's what I call her. Right? She seems to be slow. But yeah, that's a true story. I'm not lying. That was her name. Damn. I'm laughing too much. It's the truth. But anyway. That's it. I guess, some things you just should keep to yourself. She shouldn't have shared that. Nobody else heard her. Nobody else heard that. She really did say it. That was funny shit. She said I didn't eat my turtle. You didn't have turtle soup. No turtle soup. According to Donald, no. According to Donald, Donald come out and tell everybody, Candace don't take a shower. She don't bath. Right? Candace like, thanks, motherfucker. She's like, Donnie's always letting on our business. Donnie's always letting on our business. That's some funny stuff, man. Them two, them two are actually, hilarious if you think about it. They are hilarious. It's called God's lettuce. What's called God's lettuce? I don't. God's lettuce. What? I think I don't know, Sherry. That's the first time I've heard I guess it is. I guess if you're talking about regular lettuce, it is God's lettuce because He makes all things grow, right? I don't know. Yeah, he said, yeah, I remember that, Nancy. She said, what candy? She's like, where'd that kid get candy? And she didn't have no candy. You know, we, with our substance and all of our stuff, we can't afford candy. Oh, that's gross, man. Well, there goes my there goes my chicken dinner. Right? I won't ever be able to eat chicken again now. Who said that? Oh shit. Thanks, blue-eyed dumplings. Thanks for spoiling my chicken dinners for the next lifetime. All right. KFC get no more of my business. All right. Oh shit. All right, everybody. I think I've held everybody up long enough tonight. I'm going to play Summer's song out of here. And as I ask every night when we're in here, please keep those prayers going up for this baby. Please, please keep them going up. Prayer without faith is empty prayer. You got to have faith. You got to know that God's going to answer. And He will, if you believe. If you pray and you truly believe in God Almighty, He will answer. When we believe in Him, He believes in us. And His thanks for our faith is answering our prayers. So please keep the prayers going up for little Summer. This baby really needs to be found. She really needs to be brought home. And she deserves to get justice against the evil beings that did this to her. I'm not sure what happened to Summer, but I am sure it had to be horrible because it had to be covered up. It had to be covered up. Let us remember that. So whatever it was, wasn't good. Summer is the victim, not the Wells, but Summer. Summer is the one needing found. She's the one that needs to be brought home. She's the one needing the justice against the people that did this. We must remember that the Wells are number one suspects in law enforcement's eyes. They are suspects. We have to remember that they have kept the focus off themselves and on any and everyone they could but them. When people fight so hard to do that, they usually have all to hide. They have all to hide, everything to gain by keeping the focus off themselves. Meaning that they're guilty as hell and they don't want to go to prison. We need to remember that. How can we support someone that's how can we support someone that's put a child holding on to the Lord? How can we do that? How can we do that? How can we support someone that did something to a child that Jesus had to rescue? Take a look. Take a look at the screen. That baby hanging on to the Lord. Because that's where that baby's at now. 2 years? Come on. That baby's in the arms of Jesus. That's where Summer is. She's in the arms of the Lord right there. Her parents are number one suspects. So who put her in the arms of Jesus? This little girl had a life to live, folks. She had a life to live. Summer didn't get a first day of kindergarten. She didn't get all of her little friends. She didn't get the color, learn her ABCs, how to write her whole name, tie shoes. She didn't get to go on field trips. She didn't get her first report card. Nor did she get a last one. She didn't get to decide what she wanted to be in life. She had that right, but she didn't get to. They took that all away from this baby. They took everything away from her. They took away her childhood, her teenhood, her young adulthood, her middle-aged, and her old age. The way God meant for us to live. That's the way God meant for us to live. But she didn't get to do it because of someone else's evilness. Let us remember who the real victim is here. Please remember who the real victim is and who the damn suspects are. We don't support suspects. Absolutely not. Pray that God lets us find this baby and get the answers law enforcement needs to put these horrible, evil creatures in the prison where they belong, where they can't ever hurt another child at all. Right? We got a view the other night of another child being verbally abused and threatened to be physically abused. Let us pray. Let us pray that God answers. Sending prayers up for this baby, please. I know God's pulling us to the light, but we need to have a lot of faith. A lot of faith that He's going to pull it all the way out into the light to where we know where Summer is and what truly happened. Send them prayers up. Send them up with faith, please. Please send these prayers up with faith. Take a look at that child. How could you not want justice for her? How could you not want her found? How could you sit and listen to two people acting like it's a big fucking game and they're supposed to be the ones that loved her the most? They're the ones that's supposed to be doing what we're doing right now, and they're doing nothing. There is evil in this world we will not ever understand. And that right there is the evilness. Right there is the evilness. But just because we can't understand it, don't mean we don't understand it exists. It does. It exists. Pray that Summer's found, brought home, and justice is served, please. That's what I ask. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what I ask. And pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Always pray in the name of Jesus. Because there's only one way to the Father, and that's through His Son, Jesus Christ. So please pray. Pray for one another as well. Keep the prayers going up for one another. Sweet Norway was in here tonight asking for prayers. I've seen so many going up. It was amazing. It's amazing. Pray for Summer too. Pray for her. She needs our prayers. Know that PG's always praying for all of you, especially Summer. God bless everybody. Good night. Blue-eyed dumpling. If you need anyone to talk to or anything, you can always hit me up on Summer's Facebook. It's Sissy Bible. Sissy Bible. Um, if you want to talk, I'm definitely here for you, girl. You can hit me up on her Facebook through chat. Um, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. God bless. All right, everyone. Good night.